right now because I ran into my best friend, the girl that, I'm not gonna do it. And I was like, shake my hand. I was like, no. What the fuck? No kidding. Boss, bitch, you're gonna do fucking something. She didn't do shit. She tried to shake my hand. I said, nah, if you're gonna say something, stick to it. Morra estúpida. She tried to shake my hand. I don't do for clout. I'm from the hood. If you're gonna talk, stand by it. Because I'm standing 10 toes down, bitch. When I see you after this fight.
Where does the disdain come from originally? Is it just because Ailin is the twerk mommy? So it's real with Tracy and Ailin, but why? I don't like Ailin Perez either, but I don't understand. They're not in the same weight class. I don't know. This seems to be a little bit more than trying to book a fight. Bruno Radke 6. Once again, let's stop this mindset that people who are disappointed are not real fans. There is a reason to be upset. It's not like this feeling started right after their debut. It's a culmination of weeks and weeks, and all of those who are upset will enjoy them when they return. It's interesting. I thought I was the only person that was realizing, yo, this isn't what I signed up for with the Wyatts. It looks like it's starting to be a thing. Where are the Wyatts? You know? I think I have a bookmark in here about the Wyatts as well, and we'll go back to it. It's very annoying. This moment right here with Liv Morgan winning Crown Jewel, I believe is the moment they ruined Liv Morgan. Not because she won the title, but it was almost like a face change. It was almost as if WWE didn't realize people that were following the storyline that Liv Morgan was involved in were watching this event or going to see clips at the minimum. Holding that big belt is pretty damn ugly. I'm not but what I saw worse than this is where she rode in the golf cart with Cody Rhodes, and all of this is fine as far as a little girl wanting to be a champion in the WWE and the big lifelong story. That's not the issue. The issue is it made it seem like she was turning babyface, and I think it ruined her. But I don't think either way she was supposed to be holding onto that belt as long as she did, and she certainly wasn't carrying it for Netflix. So that's the moment right there if you want my opinion regarding it. Kirby Hot Takes seems to be a fan of the Wyatt 6 or the Wyatts. Bo Dallas took a poll. Raw episode 3 just happened, and this was the poll as far as when the Wyatts were going to come back. I'm feeling really bad because I don't see any path that makes sense for them unless it has something to do with The Rock and or John Cena. And I know not a lot of people are even thinking in that direction, but there's really no way they're going to fit into SmackDown. Because that story about haunting other factions and other wrestlers, you know, for a few weeks and then have a match or something ain't gonna work again. They should have finished the thing with Karrion and crew, Survivor Series, War Games. They should have had that shit smashed then. But instead, Uncle Howdy Bo Dallas lost clean in that damn ring on Monday Night Raw. So the mystique is gone, bro. So you do a promo after that, him looking like Bray Wyatt. Don't be doing that shit. I disagree. Staunchly disagree. I think they need to be putting Bo Dallas in some kind of way preventing John Cena from getting the number 17 title, like the whole year, something like that. Even have him wrestle at WrestleMania. Who gives a f? Why does anyone want to see John Cena carry that title for what, 6 to 8 months before he retires? We all know he's retiring. John Cena's not that kind of guy anyway, at least from what I can gather from his interviews and whatnot. So, well, guess we'll fucking see. If he's not there by SmackDown this Friday, what the fuck are we doing? This is McGregor Rousey 2 again, but this is an actual better take that I agree with a lot. Jamahal Hill is the best heel the UFC has ever had. He's not a complete douchebag that brings family, race, or religion into it. He's genuinely just an unlikable guy that's fun to root against without hating. It's like a backhanded fucking smack in the face. I kind of agree with this. I mean, I think like Josh Koscheck was a pretty good villain. I can't remember if he brought anything personal into it. If I'm wrong, bring it up. up. I'm not gonna look it up right now. Good stuff. MMA Joey saying he's praying the UFC does indeed give Sean O'Malley a deserved and undeserved title shot because it'll be hilarious to watch Merab dominate him again. I agree. I don't know what the fuck Sean O'Malley's gonna do different in that fight, and I think Tim Welch just admitted it on Twitter after Merab just dusted Umar, and that's just what happened. I mean, I think dusted's a little bit strong actually, but beat Umar convincingly. I don't think Sean O'Malley stands a chance. If he were somehow able to beat Merab in a rematch, he would deserve all the props in the world. Guess we're gonna find out. Here's Ariel being petty. This is the shit that pisses me off about Ariel. As everybody knows that has ever been around this channel or seen anything on here, he does shit like this, and then when he gets attacked for it, which I don't know if he's getting attacked for this, probably not. Everybody hates Jamahal Hill except, like, you know, me and a few other people. He backtracks and gets so petty and snaky like this, and he does know the power that he has doing little backhanded shit like this, but when someone calls him out for something like this, it's always some kind of warped fucking viewpoint justification for his fucking antagonistic ways. But whatever, fuck him. Brian Campbell's a fan of Ailin Perez and it pisses me off, but who cares? Nobody cares. This was somebody talking to me on X saying they thought Aldana and Perez would work well. I agree, because I actually said that I would like to see Ailin Perez and Miesha Tate. I think that's a good test for her, and Miesha needs something. She needs something with the name, and Ailin kind of is building that name for her, whether you like her or not. I don't like Ailin Perez at all, especially in a fight with Miesha Tate. I'm going to cheer for Miesha Tate as a fan, but Irene Aldana and Perez would be fine. I don't really care to see Irene Aldana fight again because, dude, I've seen less gore in Hellraiser movies. That was a fucking brutal noche for her. But if she took it with Perez, then, you know, let's do it. I don't want to see her get to the title yet. I do like about Ailin Perez that she's out there saying she does want to fight like Kayla Harrison, and the champion is a joke, which we all know my history with our current women's bantamweight champion. So I have no argument with Ailin Perez there. I just don't think she's ready. One or two more. And Miesha Tate is a perfect test for her. Miesha looks like she's trying to take care of herself and live right, get back out there. Let's see, she's still ranked, so let's go. Good morning, Uncle Howdy fans. This is from Kirby Hot Takes. This is, I guess he's like a Wyatt superfan. Surely this is all planned. Wow, he typed some stuff. Let's see. I refuse to believe that they hyped up Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six all summer. Gave them amazing debut, gave them that amazing first feud with Chad Gable, American Made, and now this. I refuse to believe that this is just Triple H fumbling it bad, because how do you fumble this bad? I'm not delusional here. The Wyatt Six are insanely popular, so why can't Triple H book them properly? I can think of 5 different storylines that would work for the Wyatt Six right now, and I don't even work for the WWE. This has to be part of the current storyline and the plan, right? Here's the tape in all caps, but you have some good points here. And I can't really think of 5 storylines. I can think of 1. So I hope one you're thinking of is Bo Dallas preventing John Cena from getting number 17. And I'm even gonna go as far to say that The Rock uses the Wyatts to get Cody, to get the bloodline, to get Cena, everything, to get the title, and just be the utmost biggest evil asshole. Now that seems a little too much, but if it were to happen in any way, shape, or form, I'm all for it. Outside of that, dude, this big return of Alexa Bliss or whatever is not gonna do anything. There's no room in this current version of the WWE to have smoke and mirrors and magic and shit. As far as little hyenas that can't wrestle, there's not very many of them left. Alexa would have to come back in tip-top fucking form, better than she ever has, to keep up with what's going on right now. And you all fucking know it, so don't geek out over that. And even if she did come back, this is not gonna save the Wyatts. It's not. Lily. Paul 06 star fades when she's been booked and busy since she stepped away having a show on Amazon Prime, her time on America's Got Talent, and now The Traitors. PLZ, or please. Yeah, that's my whole fucking point though. It's her wrestling star fades. Nobody has been thinking about Nikki fucking Bella, all right? And I'm one of the people that are like the biggest Nikki Bella stans back in the day when she ran into her little backwards cap thing in powerlifting with Cena and everything. and tried to go on a singles run. My problem with Nikki is that she was very spiteful and very bitter about her run, and she thinks, or she thought, she was better than what she was. If you're gonna try to tell me that the Bella Twins were some kind of elite performers in the ring, I don't know what to say. You're just wrong, and that's just a fact. Celibate Baddie, that's her name, or whoever, probably a bot. Celibate Baddie. Something tells me Nikki has more money than you. I'm sure she does. That's a fucking weird thing. That's your response to me saying she shouldn't have that she shouldn't have a run, especially a titles run, even with her sister? Chaos Theory 9 or Chaos Theorix, who knows, says, I'm trying to figure out what she really did to get the flowers I'm seeing her get. She was she was aight in the ring, but Brie was better. Debatable, but I might lean that way. But they both was average at best. That's true. Their most memorable moment is still getting roasted by AJ Lee, but as far as leading the women's revolution, nah. That's exactly my problem. That's my problem with Nikki. Nikki thinks that she had set everybody up. All the women of today were set up because of the Bella Twins, and in some ways, she does have some claim to that. But at the same time, Nikki was not some elite fucking performer. She never was. She never was. The special thing about Nikki was she had a twin. She had a twin. And obviously they're not bad looking women overall. That's how it works in professional wrestling. Congratulations, you had your run. You did great improvements in your final stretch there, the things you were doing with Ronda Rousey, whatnot. Still, it's not, I didn't like it when Trish came back. Trish is great. Love Trish. I always love Trish. Thank you for everything you did. Woof woof. But it's not, I need to see her back now 20 years later. And I know it hasn't been that long. If I'm not mistaken off the top of my head, it was Nikki Royal Rumble 2018. And before that, it was some time off. And the reason is because she was all mad. Or the Bellas were all mad. They couldn't get their little way outside of the scope of WWE. And I don't have any dog in that fight. I don't fucking care about that. My point, and they have been irrelevant to the WWE for the longest time. They have absolutely been irrelevant for the longest time. They've been relevant in Hollywood for forever now. That's different. They are Mimosaville fucking hyenas, bro. That's what it is. It's like asking, Ronda was an elite athlete. Nikki is not an elite athlete, okay? But it's like asking Ronda Rousey, hey, come back and fight in the UFC in 6 months or so, just because you're fucking over the shit you pouted about for a decade now, and shit ain't going right for you in your personal life. Unfortunately, bless her soul, I don't wish negativity upon her. Nobody's gonna fucking sit here and claim the Bella Twins were some fucking elite tag team, or Nikki was by herself was just amazing in the ring. She wasn't. She absolutely was not. Booker G 81154. So many of these girls don't realize that without their youth, they just aren't wanted anymore outside of wrestling. The ones that coasted on looks pre-wrestling almost always fail after it. I don't know about all that. That's a weird take and a weird response to me saying I don't want her fucking having a run. I'm sorry to Booker G. I disagree with that completely, but I don't really have a zinger back to fucking insult you. Rock and Cena returned. There is no point to this comment. Nikki hasn't faded as she just filmed The Traitors. Dude, who gives a fuck? I watched the first episode of The Traitors, alright? It's shit. If you like it, good for you. Good for fucking you. I watched 2 episodes of their twin love. Good for fucking you. I watched every goddamn episode of fucking Total Divas when the Bellas were running that shit. Alright? I know, dude. I've been following the Bella Twins since they fucking entered the WWE. The Garcias. I've been following Stephanie the whole fucking time. To just say that she's relevant in the WWE because she filmed Traitors is fucking stupid, dude. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing at all to do with it. Rock and Cena returned. Dude, Rock and Cena are elite fucking legends of wrestling champions. That's why I didn't hate too much when Trish came back. The wrestling wasn't all that great, and if you guys say that it was because of the spot in the cage with Becky, then whatever. I disagree, and that's just what it's gonna fucking be. I don't need to see Nikki Bella have a run. We have so many good characters, so much talent. Stop defending with bullshit. I don't give a fuck what she filmed. I don't care how much money she has. That's not the problem. The problem is right now the women's division of the NXT or the WWE main roster, SmackDown or Raw, does not need Nikki or Brie at all. However, if they want to come back in some kind of managerial or talking on the mics, I don't mind that at all. And if one of them does come back for in-ring, they better fucking deliver, or I'm gonna roast the fuck out of them. Okay, Siri Doll replies to me about Nikki. She had the biggest engagement. Who gives a fuck? So we're gonna start having people wrestle in the WWE because of how big their engagements are? Or former wrestlers? Are you being fucking serious with that? 2, she never talked shit. She complained about how badly the women were being mistreated, which is a fact. She talked plenty. What are you contradicted yourself right there. That is talking shit. And the fact you're referring to, dude, okay, all right, let's see. So let's pull up some stuff here. Nikki Bella says she shouldn't have said bad things about WWE. Wow, this was January 8th, right after she fucking returned. I guess she is talking about something else and not talking shit, Siri doll. Interesting. February 25th, 2023. Nikki Bella recalls doing uncomfortable promo. It was so wrong. Talking shit. I'm not reading all this. You can read it yourself. What Culture Wrestling? 4 years ago, Nikki Bella alleges WWE negligence following severe neck injury. Talking shit. What do you know? Nikki Bella explains. January 26, 2023. Nikki Bella explains absence from WWE Raw 30th anniversary. They had nothing for us, and they still have nothing for them because they're not fucking needed. But Nikki's talking shit. What do you know? Where are we at now? Nikki Bella still wants to beat every woman who says diva is a bad word. October 25th, 2018. Nikki Bella talking shit. Nikki Bella addresses rumors, critics of the WWE Total Divas season finale. You can read this if you want. I am not going to read all this fucking bullshit for you. Nikki talking shit. And now, Nikki calls WWE home. Nikki's not talking shit. So, fuck you, Siri doll. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And 3, stop being weird. I'll try to stop being weird for you, Siri doll. Black Widow 0491, you do realize she stars in multiple shows, owns multiple businesses, and even had her own home built, right? She's financially well off. Someone correct, I am wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know if she had her own home built like whoop-de fucking dick, dude. The fuck are you talking about? You don't need to argue like this. If you do like Nikki Bella and you don't want to hear anything about her, okay, that's fine. You can say, man, I want to see her. I don't care if she botches every fucking move or not. I just want to see her, because why? I guess, I don't know. Maybe you still got a crush on her. I don't know. But you do not have to try to defend her with the things that she owns. How shallow and materialistic can you be? Why do we want to see people that are not wrestling, that are not good at wrestling, were never elite at wrestling, come back and wrestle and have a run? I don't get it, because I want to see top tier wrestling, not fucking decade-long missing, shit-talking, fucking tragic personal life, and even worse with other immediate parts of family life. Just come back and grift on fucking back for you. And there's gonna be a tag team for like Nikki and Vanessa Hudgens or some fucking shit like that, dude. Like, give me a fucking break. Why do we want to see any of this? And I know everything Nikki's been doing, dude. Anything that's public information, I know. I Follow Sports says she'll be the most entertaining woman wrestler in the WWE if she signs. She'll carry any opponent and feud into a PLE, including WM or WrestleMania. That's the fucking most delusional shit I've ever fucking heard. If you think Nikki Bella is gonna come back and be the most entertaining woman on the roster, me and you are not living in the same plane of existence, and not operating on the same frequency. And I hope the best for you. She remained relevant in Hollywood, in lights, camera, action, be pretty, smell good, and sell shit. And also, dipshits of the world. She's only back to sell shit. That's what she's doing. She's selling shit. And I don't care if she's selling shit. I'm just letting you know she's not back because she loves the WWE fan base. You guys are being grifted to. And you'll find out soon enough, I guess. And if I'm wrong, maybe she goes into the Royal Rumble, has the best fucking match ever. Goes in at number 1, lasts number 30, stays in for 68 minutes. Some of you just want to see people walk out there and dance around. Okay, do it.
If you are some of the first to make waves that no one else has, and at the forefront of something, and I'm not saying that Brie and I are taking credit for the evolution. That takes women of the past, a ton of women at that time. But when you're maybe that first to cross over mainstream and to have the reality shows and all this, it's in every industry. If you look at some of the women that are first, you just become the hated ones because that's the only ones that you can throw that on. And so it's funny because, but in the wrestling world, if I was to tell this new audience, like, yeah, I'm really hated there on the internet. Now, I wish we could have the Hell in a Cell matches. It wasn't us that didn't want that. And the company just threw that on us because that makes the company look better, is just blame the women that it was them why we didn't have it. They didn't want women to have that then. They didn't want women to overshadow the men. You look back at those rosters from Michelle McCool to Melina and Beth Phoenix and people from my era, we had athletic women could carry that and do that. We just weren't given those opportunities, and it was just easier to blame us. And I do feel like now, because all those women also brought a very, like, an entertainment side and a sparkle that made women so rare and what made divas rare worldwide. And I think that's why we're finally being recognized for that, because we were trained to, like, hey, when your music hits and you walk out that gorilla, how do you make the world stop and watch you? So you had really cool entrances, and then we showcased that in the ring because Vince was so big on, like, okay, be athletic, but also you have to, I want to see a smile when you get hit, or, like, be girly. Like, every time I do cardio and I listen to a song, I'm, like, already planning a storyline. Like, Brian's entrance music over at 8 creates storylines in my head, like, every week. That never goes away. Like, you always, once you're in that world, it never leaves you. Like, it's always inside of you. Brie and I say there's definitely somewhere in the world, wherever it may be, we have one last run in us, and we want to do it together, and we want to do it for our kids. And so, you know, we see that maybe in a few years, but there's one last run in.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfucker.